Welcome to the storyboard for IXL that I plan on implementing for my school district. My name is Tommy Fedegante and I'll be your presenter for the storyboard. I'm currently a 6th and 7th grade math teacher at Coal City Middle School, and I've been there for 4 years in total. I wanted to focus my project on something that would overall benefit my students. Let's break down what we'll be going over in this video. Here are the topics that will be discussed during this presentation. We will start off with the overall description of the course, target audience, the needs analysis, the learner's prior knowledge, what learning objectives will be hit in this training, how technology will be implemented, and finally how the learners will be assessed. Within this course, students will be learning how to use the program called IXL. IXL is a website that is full of practice problems aligned to Common Core state standards in the fields of mathematics and English. Due to the pandemic, my school district wanted a way to measure the learning loss of these students. Therefore, IXL will be required to be done and used weekly by all students. In this course, learners will first learn how to log in and access their basic information. After that, students will learn how to navigate to the specific tabs to access their scores from the Learning Loss Diagnostic. Finally, the course will finish with ways students can access the program to help them increase their knowledge and skills in topics that they're learning in class. The target audience for this course is any student who attends Coal City Middle School. The school has roughly 455 students in the building, with it spanning 3 grade levels. Due to the pandemic, our school district allows students to learn either from home or from school. With the majority of the learners at school doing the training, there will be a decent amount within the home doing it. If students are learning from home, they are required to attend Google Meets and will have the support of the instructors. Thinking about the future, after this training is done for all grade levels, it would only need to be continued every year for the incoming 6th grade class. If you are a 6th grader this year, you will not be required to take the course every school year unless you need a refresher. There were a couple things I did to complete my needs analysis. Thanks to Dr. Sutton, I was able to read a great article put out by EdgePoint Learning on types of ways to put forth a needs analysis. The first thing I did was question my students to see what they knew. To my surprise, many of my students did not know what IXL was or what it was even used for. That was an indicator that this new program required by my school district would possibly need a course built. Second, I observed the students as they logged onto the website. Many had questions about logging in, how to find their skills, and what they should do. This went on for about 2 to 3 weeks of constantly reminding them how to do things. Finally, I took their work and what they were doing. When I would tell them to go to a specific skill or work on their diagnostic test, students were in the wrong areas or doing the wrong skills. With these 3 things in mind, I decided that I had enough information to move forward with the training and start to build a storyboard for it. Thanks to the needs analysis, my students don't know much about IXL. Their prior knowledge is little to none when we refer to the program IXL. I did not have any students able to log in successfully and get their diagnostic screen when asked. However, every student has a Chromebook and knows how to use it. These students also have skills with using the internet and other programs similar to IXL. While they may not know about their actual site itself, the learners do have skills that can help them become more familiar with the program. Within Module 1, students will be introduced to the program IXL. They will start to learn the basics of the program and its main intent for our school district. By the end of the module, students will be able to do the following. Students will be able to log onto the program IXL using their school credentials in 3 minutes or less, and students will be able to access their diagnostic test after 3 minutes or less. In Module 2, students will learn additional ways that the program IXL can be used to benefit them. By the end of Module 2, students will be able to do the following. Students will be able to access their skills from their specific workbook that aligns with the current state standards they are working on, and students will be able to navigate to a particular part of IXL from a verbal command in 3 minutes. These are the main objectives needed for students to be successful within this course. The course will be technology heavy because it focuses on the implementation of IXL. To start, every student has their Chromebook, whether they are at home or at school. They are school issued, so all students are working with the same equipment. Next, Google Classroom will be used in the way that Canvas is used for our class. Google Classroom is where I will post modules, have discussions, and provide grades and feedback. Students have been using Google Classroom for most of their educational career, so they'll be very familiar with this program. Finally, students will be using IXL on their Chromebooks. They will be on the site constantly while doing the training. Most of these students are very independent when it comes to technology use, as long as they're given instructions on what to do. I am confident that I won't have many issues in the technology aspect of this course. There will be a handful of ways that I will assess my students so I can measure their progress within the course. For starters, I would like to give them the ability to have discussions on the different parts of the program. I would like to start out the discussions for each module. Students will be able to explore the website and then report back with something they enjoyed about the program and then something that they struggled with in 30 minutes. By having them talk with one another through discussions, this will help reinforce the overall objectives for Module 1. I also really like the idea of branching scenarios as well. For example, I would ask the learners, where should I go if I want to access my math book on IXL? They would then have to pick between 2 or 3 choices given to them. After each example, they will be told if they are correct or incorrect, followed by an explanation for feedback. The objective for these branching scenarios would be for students be on the IXL and state scenarios 100% of the time. The branching scenarios will help them overall on IXL as they will practice with the different parts of the program. Finally, there would need to be a summative assessment like a quiz of some type. This will help the learners see what they are learning from this course. I will align certain questions to meet the objectives from each module. This will then allow me to have concrete data of the learners and what they understand from the material. Here's an example of a branching scenario that I would like to use inside the course. As you can see, students will be given 3 choices. After they pick a choice, the prompt will come up and explain which one is correct and which one is not correct. This is still in the editing stages, but I plan to use at least 5 to 10 different scenarios for the learners to walk through. Here are my actual references that I cited with my video today. And I also wanted to give credit to Slides Carnival and Unsplash for making this template and the use of the graphics. Thank you for your time, and hopefully I'll be able to start implementing this training in the near future. Have a great day, and please let me know if you have any questions.